guys, how you doing? So I had another dream last night, believed to be a prophetic dream night, which I want to share with you. You know why I said I get dreams most night, but they're so short that I don't share them with you because I just see them as so short. Well, I've decided that I'm going to start sharing them with you, even though they're very short. I didn't dream this because I've been thinking about it. A lot of people like to say, oh, the only reason why you're sharing this is because you've been thinking about it, therefore you've been dreaming about it. No, mate, I've not been thinking about this, not recently, man. I've been really struggling financially recently. Well, I struggle all the time, as you know, my mind has been on how the hell am I going to survive another month, That's why I've been thinking recently. So having this dream, complete opposite to what I've been thinking. Again, if you guys are able to help me, my situation, if you can help me to get by, support this channel, support me, I'd really appreciate it. If you go to the top of the channel and press on About, you'll see this come up, ministry support / help others. If you're able to send any donations, whatever you can afford, or a couple of dollars or something, I'd really appreciate it, man. Really struggle to get by. I've had enough of it, man. It's hard, man, but I trust the Lord, and I'm very grateful to any support that you guys can give and help. And you know me, I really hate to ask, but I actually really need your help at the moment. Really need your help. Actually considering going into the street and basking. Is that what they call it, where you put a cup out and beg for change? That's where I'm at the moment. It's terrible, man. Anyway, let's get into the dream. As I say, it is only a short dream, and I'm just going to share it exactly as it was. In my dream, I'd seen that it'd been a couple of years of me putting messages out onto YouTube to warn you of the stuff that's coming, the usual stuff telling you to prepare. I'd seen that it'd been like there was years worth. Don't know how many years, but there were years worth. I was suddenly found myself at my location, my end of day location, as in Christian community safe locations. There I was at my end of day location. My brother was there and another guy from our community, not going to name his name here, but they were there also. Now, here's the thing. I believe I was seeing this through our Lord Jesus' eyes. I believe the Lord was allowing me to see this through his eyes, okay? And what I saw, it was like in the third person. I wasn't seeing it through my eyes, I was seeing it through the Lord's eyes. And I saw me there, and I was like unpacking kit. And it'd been a few years of doing the YouTube, I don't know how long, but it was years worth, that's what I knew. And I was unpacking me kit, and I was just getting it ready. I was just there, getting bits out. And what I saw was my brother slightly off to the right of me, and this other guy, and they were standing there staring at me. But I wasn't looking at them, I was just unpacking my kit, focusing on what I was doing. I also knew that I had loads of skills that I'd learnt, like how to purify water, how to make fire, how to survive within the end of days, So I was there with actual kit and skills that I had learnt. And I was just unpacking it, And Jamie, my brother, was off to the right, and this other guy from our community, they were staring at me, although I wasn't looking at them. I saw it through our Lord's eyes. Their faces were kind of like this. And what I saw, going on in their minds, was huge regret. They were in hugely regret. Why? Because they hadn't prepared like I had. There I was, just unpacking me stuff. I didn't say anything to them in the dream. They didn't say anything to me, but they were just standing there, and the regret was so big because a situation had come upon us, or the nation. It wasn't a situation as in like a end of day tsunami where you have minutes to flee, it wasn't like sudden destruction as it was so catastrophic that you were about to die. It was the sort of devastation as in the only way that I could really refer to is like an EMP. It was like we had time to get to that location. Not a lot of time, but we had time. But the sense and the knowing was we only had... from what I could see, which I believe the Lord allowed me to see what was going on in them, even though I saw me unpacking my kit and had these skills, was the regret in them was they knew they had only days until the national food supply ran out, the electricity was gone down, like an EMP, exactly what would happen in an EMP. You would know that your food going down, they would know that whatever food you had would be precious, they knew that whatever fuel that was in our cars would be precious, that whatever resources that we are used to now was like, it was like going into depletion. It was like it was running out. Like they knew they had only a matter of days. In other words, they did not have time to like properly prepare, equip themselves and learn skills. And they were both just standing there with just absolute massive regret. And I felt so sad for them, you know. And there they were just staring at me, you know. And I was just unpacking my kit, and like I knew this was coming, you know. It's been years worth of warnings, like, you know. And I also saw, and it's sad to say it, I saw that I was only like one of the only people that took this seriously. Like all these warnings, like I don't know how to explain it. It was like a snippet of all these communities that we have going on and everything. Like, you know, there was only a very small number of people that took this very seriously and had actually prepped and got the skills and got ready for this time. And I saw like it was like over the world, like I was like one of the only people there, you know, that had really taken this seriously and really got ready. It was like a camera zooming out and then zooming back in on me again, and then just seeing the huge regret, you know. But you know, from my heart, man, our Lord, I believe, has shared this dream with me to share with you because he loves you and he cares for you. He's warning us to get ready, to prepare. I mean, this is so serious. It's for your own sake, man. It's for your own sake. It's for my own sake. This ain't for show. This ain't acting. This isn't drama. This is real, man. Our Lord loves you. This is why I believe he's given me this dream to show you. Look, you've got to get ready. You've got to prepare. Like, you know, because this is how it's going to be, you know. And you need to be ready for it. So are you going to be ready for it? You need to be ready for it, okay? But also in the actual dream, it was made clear to me that there had been years worth of warnings. And when those two were just standing there like, in massive regret, they had had the same warnings that I had had, you know? And that's what I saw. Just absolute, overwhelming, huge regret. And I felt really sad for them, you know? Now, unfortunately, guys, I believe this to be a dream from our Lord. I believe that the Lord allowed me to see this through his eyes. Of the situation. Unfortunately, there are many of us still that aren't prepared. There's still many of us, and guys, like, you know, you got to see this as a wake-up call, man. You know, because when the destruction comes, it will be sudden, guys. It will be suddenly upon us, you know, in whatever form that it comes at. It's just gonna be sudden, man. You need to be ready. And you know, a lot of the dreams I have, not only do I see the actual events, I actually also see it through individuals' eyes and how individuals will feel when these things start to happen. You know, I see people in shock running around. I see people like in regret and in turmoil, all sorts. You know, I believe the Lord shows me how people will be feeling when these end time events will be happening. You know, and in that dream, man, my brother and this other guy, both just standing there, and you know, it was their faces. You could see it on their faces, even though when in the actual dream they were just looking at me unpacking the kit and had all these skills like ready. It was just there. Even I wasn't looking at them. I was looking at them through like our Lord's perspective, I believe. You know, or however the Lord decided to show me this. It was like heartbreaking regret. You know, just total like despair and regret. And I don't know what they were thinking, you know, I didn't have their thoughts portrayed to me, but you could just see it. You know what it's like if somebody was in regret over something, you know, a million thoughts would go through their head. Why didn't I prepare? Why didn't I listen? Why didn't I take this seriously? Like, you know, I could have prepared. I knew I could have prepared, but I didn't, because I decided to do this. But if I'd only, like, really thought about this for a moment and really took it seriously, then I could be properly prepared right now. Now I'm in this situation and I'm not properly prepared, and there's no way that I can get prepared, and this is it now. This is it. This is for real. I'm really out here now, and, you know, that's what regret is like. You know, and their faces, and just it was so sad. It hurt looking at them. So guys, please, if you're a part of a community, prepare, man. Prepare. Take this seriously. We ain't got a lot of time, man. We ain't got a lot of time. Prepare with our Lord first, in your heart, mind, and soul, and then prepare physically and stick together with others. Put a plan in place. All right. Because you may have an end of day location, but if you turn up with nothing there, it's not very good, really, is it? You know. So I thought I'd share this with you. Please pray about what I've shared in this video with you. Weigh it up with the Bible. Pray about it. But guys, we have got to prepare. Don't be that person who's going to rock up at an end of day location and be in huge regret. Alright? This is why we had the warnings first. Our Lord, He loves us, He cares for us. This is why He's warning us. Alright? Alright. I'll see you guys soon. You be safe. And if you can help me, as I was saying at the beginning of the video, I'd hugely appreciate it, man. Really struggling. I hate asking, but struggling, man. Alright. Cheers, guys. You be safe. Take care. Bye-bye.